What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 212 of the Lured Up podcast, where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network. Today is Wednesday, March 9th, 2022. I'm your host, Ken Pescatore. That's Adam Tuttle. Adam, hi.
Hey, you can see me or you can hear me?
You see, I can see you, I can hear you, but we're not doing video this week because my computer's a piece of shit.
Well, there's always next week, right?
I don't think it's going to be fixed by next week.
Fingers crossed. We need to set up a GoFundMe for your laptop help.
Dude, it's a fucking 2-year-old Dell G3 workhorse laptop. Like, it's a solid machine, and it has a motherboard issue that the only way to fix it is to repair it. The motherboard cost fucking $100 less than the whole machine did. So I'm in a bad way, so I'm going to have to figure out a fucking solution. So until then,
we're just recording on a cassette tape.
We're back in your ear holes, exclusively in your ear holes.
Exclusive.
Anyway, but on today's show, we do have plenty to talk about. We're going to recap the first week of the season of Alola, including the Welcome to the Season of Alola event.
Oh,
and
wow.
We had Tapu Koko. It was pretty freaking cool seeing Tapu Koko in Pokemon Go, not going to lie. We also had Execute Spotlight Hour just yesterday, and Raid Hour for Tapu Koko again. I do want to talk about the doubling of Raid Hours. Kind of get burnt out. The weekend, we'll see Community Day IRL activations by Niantic in select cities. This kind of came out of nowhere, not a lot of notice, but they put up a little listing of a bunch of different cities. There's going to be some photo ops. We'll talk about that. The first Safari Zone of 2022 has been announced, and it's not in the United States.
Ooh.
And the Festival of Colors is coming back to the game. That was a really cool event last year, if you remember. And this time it's going to be bringing us a new Pokemon. There's also going to be some India exclusive portions to that event.
Did you say new cool. Pokemon?
I did say new Pokemon, dude.
Kecleon? Do we get Kecleon finally?
It's not Kecleon.
Come on.
And then finally, I'll mention this last because there's a chance that this won't happen this week. And if so, I'll just have to edit this out. But there's also a special contest coming that will potentially get your community its own Pokestop, which I think is a really, really cool concept. And I look forward to talking about that. Hopefully, by the time this podcast comes out, that news will have broken embargo, so we can actually talk about it on the show. But before we get anywhere, Adam, let's recap the week. What are your first impressions now? 10 days into
10
season
days?
Of Alola. Well, 9 days. We're just about the end of the night.
I held up for a really long time trying to not evolve my Yungoos. But I was like, I just need to get this challenge completed. I needed the what do you call the
evolution challenge?
Yeah, whatever the completion challenge or whatever it is.
yeah, that was the one you had to evolve at all.
Yeah, and I really don't like being forced to evolve, and I know I've said that before, but I tried really hard to hold out and catch Yungoos as much as possible every time, all the time. But I mean, I really enjoyed when they switched over and kind of first announced it, and it was all about the Alolan Executors. Caught a bunch of those, got a shiny.
Yeah, that's right. They had that 1 day little tease when they because what was it on February 27th? That was the Pokemon Presents where they talked about it. So yeah, from the 27th, then we had the 28th, and the 1st is when the season kicked off. So yeah, we had that little window of Alolan Executor everywhere,
which is wicked
pretty
cool.
Yeah,
I was very taken back to a previous year because that happened beforehand.
But how's it been with the starters and all that good stuff?
I'm catching them left and right.
Enjoying your time at Alola?
Yes, it's been a lot of fun. Because you can type in Alola and you can see all the stuff that you gotten.
Yeah, but it also gives you all the fucking forms, so it's like you got your Rattatas in there and stuff.
Yeah, but
I wish there was a way to
I've been doing
it.
Every single Alolan Raichu that I see. I got a 98% today, and that was cool.
Well, what did you think of them delivering, 5 new Pokemon and their associated lines? But
it was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it felt good, right? Good.
I mean, I haven't evolved any of them except for the gumshoes, but
does it worry you though when Because I think, Gen 2, they dropped all at once. Gen 3 is when they started, parsing it out and stuff like that. And then they kind of had this drip feed, which has been good. So this was the first time we had like more than like 2 or 3 Pokemon dropped at once in a little bit, it felt like. So I think, with the 5 Pokemon and their evolutions, there was like, some, and Tapu Koko and stuff, it was like close to 20 Pokemon or something like that.
Yeah, like there's tons of stuff that they can do. Like there's still Wimpod and Galissapod, which, it's getting warmer. They could do another bug event and be all like, "Hey, we got bugs." And then it's like we still don't have Solgaleo or Lunala. We still don't have all the other Guardians.
But are you worried? Are you worried about getting
worried.
through this too quick? Like, do you think they're shooting their shot a little too fast here, or?
I mean, you have to do something with the starters, and those are the starters. We got them, we have them.
Right, but they also gave us Pick-a-Peck. They also gave us Young Goose, and oddly enough, with Young Goose, it could be shiny. I mean, I'm here for it. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and you gotta look at it like Young Goose is the Rattata of the islands,
Yep.
And Pick-a-Peck is the Pidgey. So why not give us the 2 lowest possible Pokemon?
Well, then they give us Rockruff, which is also like Shinx. That's probably going to be
it'll probably be in raids for a really long time, and that's the moneymaker.
Dude, I've been doing Rockruff.
That's the one to go after because it's shiny and it's cool, and there's 2 different forms or 3 different forms, so you got to hold on. Let's
talk about raids real quick. So 1 stars, there was Bellsprout, Snubbull, Phanpy, Electrike, and Rockruff.
Everything was shiny.
Yo, Rockstar lineup, in my opinion.
I've been going after Bellsprout because I want a shiny and I want a Hundo.
Me too. Yep, I've been going after all these.
I mean, I have a shiny, but they're garbage. I
didn't do a
shiny.
single 3-star. I didn't do one. It was Alolan, Raichu, Nidoqueen, Wigglytuff, Alolan, Graveler.
The only time I did any 3s was the Raichu because I'm still missing the shiny.
Yep, yeah, me too, but I haven't done them. 5-star raids, we had Tapu Koko. Mega raids, we had Mega Venusaur. Definitely not too much excitement around Mega Venusaur this time around.
Not at all. I haven't touched it.
Yeah, it's I don't think I've gotten a single invite, and like even when I've posted, even on our Discord, like, hey, a Mega Venusaur, anybody want to do it? It's like fucking cricketots. Hey, Adam, I did a little punny joke. Did I do okay?
That was good. That was good.
All right, good.
You had the right cricket tune there.
Oh, yep. Pick-a-Peck and Young Goose were also in research tasks. That was really good. I'm fucking loving this event. I just think it's cool seeing all the new Pokemon, and for whatever reason, I think graphically, the starters, like they have a different texture. They look different than other Pokemon.
And Rowlet, when it does its like head turn.
Oh, it's fucking creepy.
It's so cool though.
But remember when I forgot what Pokemon it was, but even like when Skrelp came out and like Froakie, you're like, wow, I've never seen like that shade of blue in this game. Like the colors looked really unique. Like I feel that when I look at Poplio, I'm like, dude, it looks like it's made of clay. Like it almost has like a matte finish to the tone. It looks so freaking cool. So I'm definitely here for that. I've been stocking up. But I fucking go plus the shiny Young Goose.
Very jealous.
Very surprised. And I was able to get 1 shiny Rockruff also.
Did you evolve before you caught that?
Yeah, because I did the collection challenge. I don't care, dude. I
know.
Yeah, I don't get hung up on like, oh, I want my Dex entry to be shiny or a Hundo. I'm like, fuck that, dude. It's like I will evolve even if it's a doo-doo one. I won't even check the IVs. Just like evolve the shit, put it in the Dex. I'm gonna have enough candy.
That's unfortunate. I'm so sorry.
It's like I don't give a shit. It's like I just want to make sure it's in the Dex. I did my part for Rockruff. I went midnight form for my shiny Rockruff so far.
It looks so good.
It looks really fucking good. I did that on the patron Zoom call last night. Or on Monday night. That was cool.
I just hatched today an Alomomola shiny.
Nice.
I was like,
whoa! Shiny hatches feel great. They're so rare, and it's like they always take.
Well,
you
don't
by
have time anymore because they allowed you to tap to go fast through it. So I went fast, and I was like, shoot! So I wasn't able to
get the screenshot.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, but I've been enjoying this. What about we had Execute Spotlight Hour with double Evolution XP, which in my opinion is like one of the more lame.
So I
Spotlight bonuses.
did not participate in that one.
And Tapu Koko raid hour today? Anything?
I did not participate in the raid hour.
Wow. All right.
But I did do a couple Tapu Koko when they first came out.
Okay.
So I have it. It's in the decks. I'm not.
No, it's a badass looking fucking Pokemon. I like it. I've done it quite a few, and one thing we could talk about here is the back-to-back repeating raid hours, right?
Yeah.
So Deoxys came around 4 different forms. Only 3 of them got raid hours, but then Tapu Koko comes around and gets 2 weeks, and without the shiny being available, it's probably going to perform lighter than other legendaries because you can't chase the shiny. So when you have the double spotlight hour or double raid hours in a row, it's like that second week, it's much less interest because the people that already have it. They've been raiding it already for, 9 days, and it can't be shiny. So there's no real... I would say that there's more people grinding shinies than there is grinding hundos. So, like, if it's not a shiny, viable Pokemon, it's going to perform less. I was at my raid hour today. Mind you, it was fucking pouring rain, but shout out to the 3 people that were getting wet out there with me. But there was still, a couple people playing from cars. We had enough, 6, 7 people in every lobby. After we invited out, we were able to fill the lobbies. So there's still people doing them, but I could definitely tell that the interest was way down. I think that...
Yeah, I saw all the eggs on my radar when I left work, and I was like, I really don't care.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. It is what it is. I think we'll have more interest next week. On the 15th, we have... and don't forget, we have Tapu Koko again still till the 15th, so it's like, 15 full days of it. But we don't have another raid hour for it because we have Therian Form Tornadus coming in, which will most likely do well simply because it could be shiny. So people will definitely go after that. And then don't forget, that's here till the 22nd. And after that, we have Mystery Legendary. So
listen, all I want is
what did we
Landorus.
Get Lele?
No, I want Landorus.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. I need the shiny.
I don't even care about the shiny. I just need the candy. Give me that sweet candy.
Also in Megas rotating out, we're going to have Mega Lopunny coming in, Mega Charizard for the end of the month.
Ooh.
Yo, when are they bringing fucking Altaria back, dude?
I don't know. Megas have lost their shine to me.
Hell no. I'm all about them Megas, dude. Give me that bonus.
Oh, yeah? What about that
Venusaur?
Boost. Did you do any of the Venusaurs?
I did. Believe me, I did. I'll do that shit every fucking time. I'll always do the shiny. I'll always do the Megas.
I think I just store up all the energy just so I have it, and then...
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Hoarding is fun.
I did have a question.
What?
Now, I probably should know this, but when I spin my stop at my job, it gives me mega energy.
That's a new thing.
But does it give it to whatever just doesn't have it? Or is it a specific Pokemon that gets it?
No, I think it's whatever they're awarding through research during that time, I think.
Okay.
Because I've never gotten Altaria candy just fucking floating around, but it's always like Venusaur, Charizard, whatever's in the rotation. But like Gyarados was in the research rotation for energy rewards recently, so it's like I don't know what the fuck they put in there, but that's a good question to find out.
It's probably Blastoise thinking because like that's the only research task I have in my tasks that is that color. So
yeah. All right, and we have Alolan Sandshrew in
Community Day?
No, Community Day this weekend. Oh, but Alolan Vulpix in Research Breakthrough. That's what I meant. So I don't know if you've gotten one.
I have gotten one. It was not
okay.
shiny, and it was terrible IVs.
But yes, we can move on. This weekend is, in fact, Community Day. So this is an interesting one because it's a double. We've got regular Sandshrew and we've got Alolan Sandshrew this Sunday, March 13th, 11 to 5 p.m. But this is a pretty cool announcement, right? So this came out of nowhere, very, very little warning, and I'll read it right from the release. It says, we're excited to announce that in-person Community Day meetups will be coming to select cities around the world on Sunday, March 13th, 2022. Enjoy photo ops while playing and trading with other trainers during Sandshrew Community Day. You don't need to register to join the fun. So, set the expectation right away. Cardboard cutouts for the win. That's all you're getting. That's it. So there's not going to be much more happening here. There might be like some Niantic employees on site that are giving away shit like Pikachu visors or, things like that. But
more Pikachu visors.
yeah, more Pikachu visors. But here's the cities: Linz, Berlin, Bochum, Dusseldorf, Lotsen, Leipzig. A lot of Germany here. Let's see, Delhi, Monterrey, Mexico, Warsaw, Bristol, UK, Cardiff, UK, Liverpool, Edinburgh, London, Manchester, UK. And then in the States, we have Indianapolis, we have Oakland, California, and Washington, D.C. I'm only like 3.5 hours from Washington, D.C. I don't necessarily know if I want to take a ride down there just for cardboard cutouts. Like if I maybe spent the night on Saturday night, it would be one thing, but...
You heard him, folks. Anybody get in touch with Ken that's going to host him.
What, give me their couch? No, I got a fucking Airbnb. I'm just saying, I haven't planned it. It was so little time.
I'm just talking about saving money. That's all.
Yeah, I'll just give me your driveway. I'll sleep in the car. But no, I do think that these things are cool because, one, it puts Niantic people on the ground. Like I don't know, it's an opportunity for them to promote safe outdoor social gameplay, right? They have to start building this back into the environment of the game. So I think this is the perfect way to do it. These little events just to centralize people playing. They're not saying like, hey, there's going to be all this crazy shit going on. What they're doing is they're promoting just, look, if you're going to play Community Day anyway, drive the half an hour, drive the hour, and come play in a centralized area where there's going to be a shitload of trainers and make an event out of it. Make it more of a social thing like it used to be, like it used to feel like. So I don't know. I think this is a good idea. I think we need to see more stuff like this. I think smaller events that are social push, like promoting in-person gameplay, we fucking need it, dude. We need it. I don't know how else to get people to get out there. And at the end of the show, we could talk about...
Have a Philly free streets.
The incense thing. Yo, like Philly Free Streets, right? That was a phenomenal event. There was a shit ton of people, and there was nothing added to the game. No extra research, no extra anything. There was a little Niantic stand. This was early, right? This was 2017?
Yep.
October of 2017. And Niantic had like a little pop-up stand with a desk that they were giving out little posters. That was it. That was the extent of the Niantic presence. And like the trainers fucking took over Philly. It was so cool.
It was like a complete just like cluster of lured up stops.
But it didn't matter that there was nothing added, right? Because
everybody was walking,
just
everybody was raiding, everybody was taking over gyms left and right.
Dude,
it was so good.
That's when the gym game was like crazy. Everyone was so hyped on gyms. It was so fun. I remember like Entei was in raids, Venusaur was in raids during that event. That was good times, man. That was a lot of fun. That shit was awesome. But I don't know if anyone makes it out to any of these events. Tag us in some photos. I'd love to see how they have it set up and see if they do.
For sure.
Like you think it's just going to be like the team leader cutouts like they usually have? Like, is that it?
I mean,
Daddy Willow.
There's probably going to be like with so many different cities and stuff. There's probably one cutout per location.
No,
they have to split up the gang.
There's four. They got to have the three team leaders and.
It'd be cool if they were different.
Willow.
Like one was Arlo, Cliff, and Sierra, and Giovanni, and then the other ones had Willow.
They have to put everyone in like cultural costumes, culturally appropriate the cultures that their location.
That would be crazy.
It's so funny. Oh shit! But and then there's also a list. Let's look. It takes it to a separate page for Asia Pacific. So there's I can't read. Translate. Google Translate. Yes, translate to English. Where is this saying? Taiwan. So Taiwan is also having one as well. So looks like a little bit more involved for the one in Taiwan, souvenirs. But I don't know. Very cool. I think that we need this. So I ain't complaining at all. Speaking of IRL, there is more IRL stuff going on. This is going to be the first Safari Zone of 2022 was announced. Seville, Spain. Pretty exciting. This is, again, more regions of the world that haven't had large-scale events, so can't complain for them. Friday, May 13th to Sunday, May 15th at Parque de Alamilo. As part of Spain's first ever Safari Zone event, participating trainers will be able to encounter a plethora of Pokemon that embody the spirit of Seville's fabled founder, Hercules. General admission, £21. Applicable taxes. Early access for £26 or 26 euros. All tickets are available here. So tickets are available now. So you might as well grab them, jams. We're excited to see you at Parque de Alamillo. In the key art image they show, this is an interesting batch, Miltank, Solrock, Tauros, Corphish, Unknown, and Dino. So Tauros will be the one making its regional break over there. And they have E for the Safari Zone Unknown. Like, what's up with that? Why E? Is it Europe, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know. But dude, Dino on
didn't they say,
the
like,
key art.
Hercules? Like, where's the three-headed dog? Where's Hades?
Dino. That could be the.
Oh,
like,
yeah, because it's Hydreigon. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yep.
And then,
yep.
but where's
and
like
you got the
Machop
sun
or
for
Machoke?
Solrock?
Like something
I don't know.
tough? Hercules.
Well,
come
that
on.
probably comes from Tauros. That could be considered like Tauros. I don't know.
Well, that's like riding
the cow, the
running
bull,
with the bulls.
Miltank and Tauros. I don't know. Maybe we're thinking too far into this, but fucking Dino on the key art. That means that shinies will need to be boosted. We've learned the lesson, right? Niantic has learned the lesson that if you put it on the key art, that needs to be a boosted shiny.
Yes.
So Dino will finally be a boosted shiny. Damn, that's good shit. But I don't know. I get excited for these events. I'm looking forward to seeing what the hell they do.
Safari
with GoFest.
Zone Philly was awesome.
Hell yeah,
So
it
like,
was.
I can only imagine how good this is going to be.
Yep. But let's inappropriately speculate a little bit on GoFest, man, because we're probably 2 to 3 months away from the announcement. They usually announce it in May. So is it going to be Chicago again? You think it's Chicago? I hope it's Chicago, man. I like it there.
I don't actually know. It could be Indianapolis. It could be anywhere in the middle of the country.
Man, it'd be great if they did it in like fucking New York City, dude.
Or like New Jersey.
Central Park would be fucking insane. That would be so cool if it's in Central Park.
Oh man,
that would be nuts. But
that's
yeah,
very accessible for somebody like me.
Well, sure. I mean, but New York is, you take a fucking plane to Newark Airport or fucking JFK, you're right there. Like, no problem. But the rumblings are already happening. People messaging me like, "Yo, when's GoFest? Give me the skinny." It's like, bro, I don't fucking know. It's been radio silence.
Yeah, and even
Niantic.
if I did, I can't say anything.
But,
NDA.
But fucking blame Jamal. We've been talking about the Airbnb for since Philly Safari Zone. We started looking.
Yeah, don't we have like 30 people on the roster now?
Dude, we were in Philly already looking at potential Airbnbs in Chicago. I'm telling you, Philly, we had the rooftop fire pit. We were like, yo, how do we outdo this in Chicago? No, I think the count was up to like 13 or something.
Oh, okay,
like that.
okay.
Yeah.
I was just getting ahead of
30.
myself.
Yeah, 30 be a little fucking crazy, but I think we need to like.
Well, once JT gets there, and everybody else comes to hang out.
Yeah, but the rooms itself, like the one we found, it's an entire fucking warehouse building that sleeps like 20 people. So it's like, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what we need.
Like, like wake up in the morning just tripping over people like fucking in the movies. It's like, yeah, we're fucking nerd party.
It's The Hangover, but like for Pokemon. Played too much Pokemon last night.
You wake up, fucking Mike Tyson's in the living room with a tiger.
What is this?
Oh shit! All right,
his name's Meowth.
Yeah, 007. Why don't we take a break, Adam? When we come back, we can talk about this Festival of Colors event. This is actually a pretty big announcement. It's a very, very in-depth event. There's a lot to cover there. And we'll just kind of chill out, ride the rest of the episode out. And I do want to talk about, just the kind of the state of affairs with Incense and everything. The Twitter the community, it hasn't been the best. It hasn't been like as vocal as like when people get pissed in the past, but everyone just kind of, I don't know, has a weird vibe to them recently because no one's really feeling the good mojo right now. So they're all still kind of mourning. They're mourning incense still. It's like they really miss it. So let's take a quick break. We'll come back.
Right, I need my Kool-Aid.
Yeah, dude. Yo, all right, wait, hold on. We talked about this on Special Conditions, our TCG podcast. So now Adam is on this Kool-Aid kick. It's bad, Adam. You got to stop, dude. Really.
It's so much sugar. It's so good.
It's so much sugar.
Listen, it's hard. I opened up 2 packets and then I decided to read like how to make it. And it was like, yeah, you need 4 quarts of water.
Wait a second. Wait, hold on a second. So you're drinking Kool-Aid. You never had Kool-Aid as a kid? Like
Yes,
you
I've
were
had
introduced...
Kool-Aid as a kid.
Oh, but you never
I just
made it.
didn't make it myself. My parents always did.
Jeez.
And
dude.
I just have, and that's the thing. So Chanel went to the grocery store and bought a whole bunch of packets. I didn't realize that, because me thinking packets, I'm like, oh yeah.
You just mixed the packet. You didn't put the sugar. Like, this shit sucks.
No, so Chanel did that when she first got it. And she put
dip.
Not a lot of sugar in there. And it was like 4 packets, a little bit of sugar.
I remember drinking Kool-Aid as a kid. That shit was gritty. Like, I would chew that shit. Like, oh,
yeah, but
shit.
Yeah, so I made it, but I didn't realize that. So I was like, I put it into a pitcher, and I was like, okay, there's not like the rest of the water needs to go in here. It is like a heavy liquid. I was like, is this blood? Like,
oh god, it's like paste.
It was like paste, and so I was like, I got to put this in the bigger pitcher.
It's red paste.
So I put it in the bigger pitcher,
like
and it tastes fine now.
Oh,
you know,
God.
and you always add ice to it, so it can dilute it just a little bit more.
Oh my god, just drink fucking water, dude. You used to be a healthy guy.
This is like the past 2 days, okay? So
all right,
once it's gone, I'm not making it again. Anytime soon.
Jeez. All right, well, let's take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
Oh yeah. And we are back.
And we're back from our break. Yes, how was it? Did you drink
I am
your
jacked
Kool-Aid?
on sugar right now.
Did
Let's
you drink
go.
The Kool-Aid? Did you drink
Oh
the Kool-Aid?
yeah, let's go. Pokemon Go, yeah.
You like make up your own conspiracy theories, then drink your own Kool-Aid.
Yes.
You'd be like, I believe in myself.
I believe I can fly.
I drank the Kool-Aid, literally.
I
my
grabbed
own
a
Kool-Aid.
Pidgey.
Oh my god. Anyway, a little housekeeping to get through before we do the ass of the show. This podcast is powered by Patreon. You can check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show for as little as how much, Adam?
$1 a month.
$1 a month. We really would appreciate it. It would help us greatly. But for $1, you get access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. You can also get an entry into our monthly Pokemon Go and TCGO prize tournaments. We have our Obsidian Cup signups open right now. We're starting that on Friday night. We also have
March's TCGO. The signups are live. Let's go.
Signups are live on that as well. So,
I just can't wait to get my butt handed to me by all these Arceus V-Star
Yo, man,
decks.
I'm gonna buy them. I'm gonna win with my Lycanroc off the counter, off the shelf deck. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win the whole thing. I'm gonna just top deck. I'm just gonna cheat the whole really bad the whole time. Oh my goodness. But no, yeah. So a lot of cool stuff happening in the Discord. So definitely check that out. Pokemon Professor on Patreon. Want to give a special thanks to our executive producer Paul Bott and our gym leaders. Absolutely Ryan, Grant, Jamal, JD Mojo, Jojo, Magikarp Diem, Sue, Tish, TN Comics Wiz, Big Zom Minus, and new for this week, Andrew. Thank you so much for joining up at the show supporter tier. And make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for everywhere that you can connect with us on social, leave a review, pick up some merch, all that good stuff. lot going on over there. All right, Adam.
Ken.
Festival of Colors, man. This is a big fucking event, and I'm pretty gosh darn excited about it.
Do you think we'll have rainbows in game?
Ooh, that's Why they should have done that last time.
Or rainbow confetti.
Oh, the fucking confetti, dude. The confetti never ends. I actually didn't mind the confetti during Johto Tour because it was not a lot. It was okay.
No, what would be cool is if when you went into the encounter screen, there was like colored raindrops.
Trippy, man. Trippy.
I don't know.
But
something
check
different.
This out. I'm going to read this right from the release. Oricorio makes its dazzling Pokemon Go debut during the Festival of Colors event. Trainers were excited to announce a brand new worldwide event celebrating the Festival of Colors. We hope trainers all over the world will enjoy the diverse group of colorful Pokemon appearing during the event. This is going to be running from Tuesday, March 15th at 10 a.m. to Sunday, March 20th at 8 p.m. So this changeover is pretty much happening with the Raid Boss changeover on the 15th. And globally, lure modules will last for 3 hours. There'll be snapshot surprises and a bunch of shinies available during the event. But this is the pretty cool thing that they're doing with Oricorio to make this a little bit flexible here. So Oricorio, the dancing Pokemon, makes its Pokemon Go debut. Keep an eye out. Trainers, the Oricorio you encounter will be different styles depending on where they were caught in the world. So check it out. Bale-style Oricorio will be appearing in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. Pom-Pom style in the Americas.
So that's the yellow one, correct?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Pow-style Oricorio appearing in African, Asian, Pacific, and Caribbean islands. Very vague there. What's considered Pacific and Caribbean island? I don't know. It's interesting that they put it like that. And then Sensu style appearing in the Asia-Pacific region. So you have Asian and Pacific and Caribbean islands, but then you also have Asia-Pacific region. Leads a lot of questions. I hate when details of something cause greater confusion. It's like, this was designed to do the opposite, and I'm more confused. But wild encounters, these are the event spawns. Drowsy, Horsey, Gligar, Slugma, Taillow, Trapinch, Turtwig, Krogunk, Fletchling, and then all 4 styles of Oricorio, again, based on where you are. If you're lucky, you can encounter the following: Beautifly, Dustox, and Alomomola. So, Adam, you already got that shiny.
That is cool.
But
good, getting Evos in the wild, that's like seeing a Butterfree or a Beedrill in the wild.
Yeah, good stuff. I'm a tripod every time. Raids, the following Pokemon will be appearing in raids. 1-star, Jigglypuff, Torchic, Trico, Mudkip, Rockruff. Of course, they have to keep Rockruff in there because that thing is just fucking driving the moneymaker. 3 stars, Marowak, Alola Marowak, Chansey, Umbreon, and Druddigon. Yo, Chansey in raids.
Druddigon, Chansey, Rockruff.
Yep. And then you have Therian Form Tornadus up top and Mega Lopunny.
Okay, so not doing any Lopunnies, but maybe a Tornadus.
And then here, where during the season of Alola, we had Yungoos and Pick-a-Peck in field research. Listen to this field research lineup. Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, Alolan Grimer, Cast Form, Sunny Cast Form, Rainy Cast Form, Snowy Cast Form, and then all 3 Burmies, Plant, Sand, and Trash. So it's like all the different, I guess that's part of the theme of the event. They're saying all the different colors. It's like all the different alternate forms of these Pokemon will be available.
Are all the
so that's
cast
cool.
forms, are all of those shiny available?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think so. So it's like I'm reading this from like our internal press release right now. This news is embargoed at the time of this recording, so I don't have like the blog post in front of me that shows like the nice graphic with the with the sparkles
potential shinies.
Yeah. So it's a little bit harder from my memory. But if you're let's see, new avatar items celebrate the Festival of Colors with a playful splash of color. Following new avatar items. Festival of Colors face stickers.
That's cool.
Well, if it's what I think it is, and it makes your avatar look like it's gotten the pigment thrown on you, like the colored, like dust. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
that would look
think
really
back to
cool.
Trainer Tips video.
Yep. The now, speaking of that specifically, in India. There's going to be exclusive stuff happening. So this is an India regional challenge From the 18th to the 20th, trainers in India will be able to participate in a regional challenge. Once they catch enough Pokemon, they'll unlock a bonus for all trainers in India for the remainder of the event. So they have to catch 2 million Pokemon, and if they do, for the remainder of the event, they get double catch candy. Pretty cool little extra bonus.
That's cool.
Again, Holly Festival there, so it's cool. And they're also going to have an event box that has a Lucky Egg, a Lure Module, a Rainy Lure Module, and a Mossy Lure Module, but it's only 125 Pokemons. Wow, a fixed price multi-lure module box. No variation, no variable shit here. But I'm pretty fucking excited about this event. I think this is really cool. I definitely like how they're splitting this up, kind of like it plays on the Furfuro thing, right? Where you have these different alternate forms, but they make those forms regional. So not the dex entry. Everyone can at least get it. Just certain forms are regional. I really like that.
Yeah, that's wicked cool.
That way of doing it, because it's less FOMO like that, because you could still get the dex entry. Oh, I got a good dex entry today. My coworker just got back from his honeymoon in Hawaii, so he traded me a comfy, the fucking the flower ring.
No.
Yes, I'm so excited, dude.
I'm so jealous.
So I got a regional well before it'll be available in the Safari Zone or whatever. So I'm super hyped on that. But no, I like how they're doing this. I think on top of the cool stuff going on with Oricorio, I think that the spawn pool is really good. I think that Slugma is still very popular. Drowsy and Horsey, very popular for shiny hunting. Kurogunk as well. I don't know. I think this looks like a really strong event to me. Raids look good. No mention of anything with eggs, but outside of that, I don't know. Looks like a pretty good event. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm excited for the task encounters. I definitely would like a better IV chance at getting like 100% cast forms.
Yeah, and
send
me all the chances.
Yeah, if I see one,
even if you just like don't do the raid, just like invite me, and
okay.
I'll figure it out from there. Just invite me. So this is I learned this term a while ago, and I think it's worth repeating. That's called ferrying a raid. Have you heard of this term?
Yes. So
you're like the ferry boat driver. So it's like you're not staying, you're just dropping people off. So you invite a bunch of people, get them into the lobby, and you're like, all right, y'all, I'm out. Peace. And just fucking leave, because, you don't necessarily need to do the raid. You don't have to burn your pass. You just open the doors for others. So I thought that was really cool. But I'm psyched on this event. I think this is good stuff. And also, we talked about this when Dia de los Muertos was around. This is a cool opportunity for the game to kind of embrace and promote different global cultures and kind of, help each other learn.
Yeah, it definitely brings awareness.
Yep.
Just in general.
Yep. Yeah, no, I totally agree. And, the fact that there's specific stuff going on in India, I think that's exciting for the region. I know that it's a massive player base that's recently benefit from, all the Pokestops. They added all the stops and gyms in the area. So this should be like a real fucking pop off for Indian trainers, because, their landscape has changed dramatically in game over the past couple months. So I'm excited for them. I think that's going to be really cool. All right, we can move on to this next thing, and this is the thing hopefully I'll be able to keep in the episode. If not, you'll hear a hard edit right here. But community Pokestop sweepstakes. This is really fucking cool. So this is how it reads out in the release. It says, "Do you want to win a Pokestop for your local community? In celebration of Pokemon Go Community Day, tweet a video to us at Pokemon Go app introducing your Pokemon Go community and how you play together, and use the hashtag #MyPokemonGoCommunity." All right, so there's the
there's the so
catch.
Cool.
30-second video, right? That's what they're asking for. Introducing your community. I'd imagine showing off where you play, how you play, all that kind of good stuff. Eligible entries will be submitted for a random drawing. So again, random. So what that means is you don't have to have high production. You don't have to have a plan. You don't have to have something cool to show off. Just submit something, record you walking around. You know what I mean? Like, just show off your community, do what they're asking so you're at least eligible. But the winners are drawn at random. So you don't have to worry about filming something on your fucking potato-ass phone. Just fucking film it and send it in. Why not? Get an entry.
And random meaning if your video is just your shoes the whole time.
Well, it does say eligible entries, Adam. So you have to have an eligible entry.
Yeah, eligible.
Which is why I clarified, do what they're asking.
Eligible.
That whole thing. But yeah, it says roughly 30-second video introducing your local Pigo community, how you play together. So you have to do that. Now, this is fucking cool. Up to 5 winners will be selected and shared by March 18th, so we'll know by then. But what it will do, hold on, let me pull it up. I have to access the top secret chat here.
Bleep, 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 bloop, bleep, bloop.
Blip, 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 blip. So what it will do is give the winning community a custom Pokestop that's added at a location of the community's choice. So let's say you have a park or a parking lot or an area where your community uses that as your launch point for events, or that's where everybody meets up. You could have a fucking Pokestop drop there and it'll last 6 months. It'll stay there. I think that's super freaking cool. This is like a new initiative, and they're going to be expanding this into future countries. This is going to be U.S. only for now, but they will be expanding this into future countries, so that's really cool. But the Pokestop will stick around for 6 months, and they say they're going to plan to hold similar promotions monthly moving forward, expanding into other countries. Again, more stuff that Niantic is doing at the ground floor, right? This is community-based stuff as hyper-local as you could possibly get, right? So just like the IRL Community Day things in select cities, now every city can be involved and potentially benefit. So I love this idea. I think it's really cool, and a cool way to get a little TLC for your community from Niantic. I think that's important.
Yeah, especially for rural players. Like if there's a parking lot, like you said, that's like popping off.
But Niantic needs street cred. You know what I mean? Like they need the good favor of the community. So like doing shit like this will help. Definitely will help. And speaking of shit favor, let's talk about this incense thing, Adam. And before I start talking about the community, how has this impacted you and your gameplay style? Because I know with you at work, you work on a stop, and you would typically lure it and just incense all fucking day and play on the Go Plus. So what's the deal? How is this?
So I haven't used a incense since Community Day. Even with this new event, I haven't touched it. Because I feel unless I'm actively going for a walk or something, like I'm not getting the benefits from it. So it's forcing me to hold on to it until I knowingly, like, because previously I would just drop an incense because I could, and then just Go Plus. You know what I mean? Like if I know that I'm going to be moving.
So the extended duration, the 90-minute window, to you isn't an equal trade-off, like a consolation for the reduction in spawns.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if I'm gonna use it, it better be while I'm aware that I put it on and I'm moving. Yes, rather than just kind of like throw a bunch of incense on and just hope I Go Plus something extra.
Well, let's talk about the math of it, right? So previously, the buff was 1 spawn a minute, right? So you would get on an hour-long incense, you would get 60 spawns. And remember, the hour was already a buff because incense used to be a half an hour. And all incense were buffed to an hour, and you would get 1 spawn per minute. So hour-long incense, 60 spawns, right? Now it's reduced to once every 5 minutes, the original time window. So now instead of 60 spawns in that hour, you're going to get 20 spawns in the hour. But to compensate, they added time up to 90 minutes, the duration. So now you're going to get a total of 30 spawns over 90 minutes versus 60 spawns over 60 minutes. I don't know from a volume perspective if the increase to 90 minutes achieved what they were hoping it would achieve, in that the community would be like, oh, it's totally fine. I don't care. I'm still going to catch a good amount of Pokemon. It'll just take me 90 minutes rather than 60. I think because the amount that you can catch in 90 minutes is essentially half of that of the previous buff, that it's not enough. And people are not happy about it. Like, they're just... It's not a thing that they're like screaming from the top of the mountains. It's just everyone's hanging their head a little bit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm indifferent right now because it hasn't really affected me. Like, I'm not like super upset that like I can't drop an incense. I look at it as I'm saving them for something like Community Day, where I plan on like trying to be as active as possible.
More intention. You'd have more intention.
Yes, more intention, more focused gameplay, rather than like passive play.
So I agree with you 100%, and I'm sure that's what Niantic's intent was, right? They say, oh, we don't want people just dropping them while they're sitting on the toilet or sitting on their ass.
Yeah, but that's how you get a shitter shiny.
I know it's how you get a shitter shiny. But, Casa de Cubone sent me privately. Did I send you that? I forwarded you the picture he sent me. He sent me a shitter shiny. Fucking undies at the ankles and all, dude. Like an OG picture. I love it. I loved it. He was just
I'm sure it's because I can't. I don't have my phone, so he probably didn't send it to me.
But I don't know. The argument that I'm hearing a lot has a parallel to the 80 to 40 meter thing that we just dealt with the Pokestops, where it said the reduction in distance of Pokestop interaction is not going to make me want to play outside more. It's just going to make that experience shittier, right?
Correct.
And I hear something similar with Incense, where it's like, well, it's not that I'm not going to play in my house anymore. It's just when I do play in my house, it's going to be shittier. Like, I'm still going to go out to play. I'm still going to run Incense when I'm walking. It's just now the at-home play has gone out the window. And where I think an interesting angle to look at this is how this impacts content creators. And again, I know this is an exceptionally small minority. However, it does impact an audience that's significant. If a streamer like JT Valor would do half of his community day from home before doing the other half IRL on foot, now that experience is going to be fucking caca compared to what it was for his viewers, because the spawns are going to be way less than they were. That kind of has a trickle down to the general community player, where it's just someone that can't actually get out to play because they have to make dinner or watch their kids or do whatever the fuck they got to do. But besides being outside and playing, they're still going to play the game. It's just going to be less exciting and less engaging. And that's where I don't know if this is achieving the intended thing of, oh, well, I better get outside to play then. It's like, no, we're still playing the same amount inside. We're still playing the same amount indoors. It's just the indoor play is now a little bit shittier. I don't know how that makes you feel. I don't know if you agree with that.
I do agree that it does feel like it would make the inside play just not as exciting. Because, I mean, sometimes...
But you said you would play outside, but does it motivate you to play outside more, or would you be playing outside anyway?
I feel like it motivates me more.
Oh, okay.
I know that that's not that's the unpopular opinion. But like I said, it causes me to want to focus like my gameplay. I'm going to drop an incense and then go for a walk. You know what I mean? Not, I'm going to drop an incense and get some housework done.
Okay, so here's the question, though. Had that incense change not happened, would you have not gone on that walk? Would you have not told yourself, hey, I'm going to drop an incense and go for a walk?
Probably not.
Okay, so then maybe Niantic is onto something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know.
like, and I hate that I'm the one that's like, yay for this change, even though it's not. I'm not I'm not happy. I'm not like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever.
Look, this is where I'm at.
Okay with it.
I would go outside anyway. I would drop the incense and go for the walk anyway. So it's not like I would never have that crossroads in my mind of like, oh, what am I going to do for the next hour? Oh, I want to play Pokemon Go. Do I want to play inside or do I want to play outside? Like that's never a thing. It's like when I can go out, I'm going the fuck out. When I'm playing inside, it's because I have to be inside, not because I'm choosing to play because the experience is so phenomenal because Incense was buffed. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to, on the grand scale, achieve what they want to achieve. I just think it's going to make at-home play shittier.
Well, I know personally with the like the frequency of the spawns during Community Day, especially sitting at home, it made it feel almost impossible to kind of like get them all, especially when you first open the phone.
Oh, like the collection challenges, you mean?
No. Just with the Community Day, you open it up, you drop the incense, and like one spawns, and then you end up like checking one or two, catching that one, and then all of a sudden that spawn that was there switched over to another one because you weren't quick enough.
Well, put it this way: if you're not on a spawn point, right? If your house isn't on a spawn point and you're relying solely on the incense, and you're only spawning 30 over a 90-minute period. So 30, 90, you're doing 120 total spawns over 6 hours. You know what I mean? That's quite the difference. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's like I definitely am 100% pro get the fuck outside and play, right? Like I'm 100% behind that, 100% behind getting people out there, getting the community together, doing things in the social situations. Like I'm all for that. But I just don't know if the incense thing is achieving that vibe. And I do want to hold my own feet to the fire. We had someone in our Discord reach out and say like, hey, I was listening to your commentary on the last episode about the incense change, and it seemed like we were kind of brushing it off like, oh, this is good for the community. And, not, like I said in the past, Niantic gonna Niantic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I kind of, once I read that and like heard someone like actually saying that to me, I was like, oh shit, maybe I was a little like too partial, or maybe I wasn't as critical as I should have been. And then the more I thought about it, it's like, I think I could still be on the side of the fence of, I don't know if this was the right decision. However, I still do want people to be outside to play. I just don't know if this was the best way to do it. And I don't even know what the fuck the best way to do it was.
Maybe 45 spawns?
So
like maybe meet in the middle somewhere? Yeah. But I don't know if that's good enough. Like, you know what I mean?
Listen to this shit. Did you see Zionic's tweet?
I did
about
not.
It? All right. Zionic came up with this fucking phenomenal idea. And he said, what if there was two different incense? One would be a shorter duration, higher concentration of spawns designed for at-home play. It's inclement weather. I can't get outside to play on Community Day, so I have a 30-minute spawn or a 30-minute incense that has like 30 or 60-second spawns. And it's fucking lots of spawns over a short amount of time versus a different incense that'll have a 90-minute duration and a lighter penetration of spawns over that amount of time, giggity. That would favor the explorer, meaning, if you're outside and walking, the effect of the incense will be amplified. So you would actually have two different types of consumables, one designed for the on the go and one designed for at home. The one on the go, you know what I'm saying? Like have the
I
thought that was honestly, a brilliant fucking
there's already
idea.
A second color in the game to represent an event, so they could easily just put both of those colors in there.
I thought it was a brilliant fucking idea. I think that would solve a lot of the issues where we see like the community having this, again, parallels to the 80 to 40 meter thing. You have Niantic wanting the community to play a certain way. You have the community who's playing completely different. than what Niantic thinks they're playing, and there's no inroad to come up with common ground because they're both wanting to achieve different things. It's not that the trainer is playing at home because he's lazy and doesn't want to be outside. It's most likely because they can't be outside. Like, the trainers still want to go outside and play.
Yeah, no, like, I'm thinking about it too. It's kind of like, I guess, like the remote raid pass. Like, would you only be able to hold on to like 3 at a time in case they like gave you one for an event or something like that?
I don't know. I don't care how they would do it. I think that they do need to address this. And it's almost to the point now where the community, and I'll give props to the community because they're upset, but again, they're not, coming out guns blazing like they have in the past on some of the topics. But the vibe check is way down. Like, everyone's kind of bummed. And the shitty part about it is everyone is exceptionally vocal to Niantic about it on social, and it's been radio silence. And I understand. I don't know how they could respond to it, but I don't know. It's with Niantic
is there a
pushing
lot of
the narrative.
Hear us, Niantic.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And it's like that's the whole point. Like, Niantic said that they would listen. Like, we're clearly upset here. We're clearly offering constructive feedback. We're clearly saying this doesn't feel right. And there's been no response. So I hope Niantic communicates that. I don't know if it something that would warrant like a whole dev diary on Incense, but it would be nice.
It'd be worth it because then we can understand how that works and what's the thoughts behind it.
But like, I don't know, they got to say something. Like, they really should say something. They could say like, look, be outside of what we've already explained to you in the blog post that talked about like the exploration bonus changes. Like, this is really what we're trying to do here. And if you think there's a better way, like, tell us. Like I just don't know. I just don't know. I would run Incense while I was at work. I would run Incense if cleaning the house or cooking. Just the same way as I would run Incense if I was out playing Community Day or walking the dog or going for exercise, for a walk or a hike. Like, I'm going to run Incense. But I don't know. I don't know if it's the right way. And I've thought a little bit more critically of this ever since that Discord post came through, and it was like, shit, I hope I didn't come off like I really didn't care about this, because I know it impacts a lot of trainers. So I definitely wanted to give it, more airtime and give it a little bit more critical thought, because I don't know. I do think that there's probably a better way around this. I just don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know, but the community's definitely feeling the burn for sure.
Yeah, which stinks, because it's like we're all here for the game. We all want to play this game together or alone, and like if that's the way we have to play it, because there's a snowstorm outside. Now that makes a little bit more sense, though. It really does. Like you said, inclement weather. What am I supposed to do? We live in New England.
Yeah,
our weather, like, it was like a blizzard, but like only an inch of snow.
But here you go. But at the same time, this is an immersive game that mimics the real world.
Listen, there was no snow in game. I would just like to say, yes, I saw the weather, but the weather isn't there. It does not show me snow on the screen. Very sad.
It's on the known issues page.
I understand it's on the known issues page, but how can it be immersive if I don't have my weather?
Because you're not outside playing anyway. That's the fucking problem.
No, I'm saying I was standing at my door and I couldn't walk outside in the snow because I didn't see it in my game. So I was like,
you couldn't walk outside in the snow because you're not a real adventurer. If you want to fucking be a real adventurer, put on your fucking snow boots and go the fuck outside.
All right, we're gonna have to end the podcast. I'm gonna have to go get my boots on and get out there.
Well, this is the fun conversation. This
get out
is where
in the snow.
No, this is where shit gets spicy, because then it's like, it's like, you calling me lazy? And it's like, yeah, kind of. I'm calling you lazy. It's
Are you calling me kind of lazy?
I'm definitely calling you kind of lazy, because, like, look, I've played in the rain. I've played out in the fucking snow and the freezing weather.
Yeah, but you're a machine, okay?
Well, because I want to be the best that
you
ever
have
was.
A cybernetic eyeball already. Niantic already implanted it there.
I don't know. I think that's where the conversation gets real spicy, because people are like, don't tell me how to play this game. And it's like, no one's telling you how. They're just telling you how you could play it efficiently. If you don't want to play it efficiently, fine. If you don't want to play it was the way it was designed, fine. Don't get mad at me because you don't want to play it the way it wasn't the way it was designed. Play your own way. No one's stopping you. Just don't get mad at me when it's not as exciting as it could be if you were doing it the right way.
And didn't they warn us? They told us that like other benefits would be going down. Like, away.
Let's talk about this real quick because Niantic got called the fuck out. They gave us 48 hours notice on the incense thing. In some parts of the future in like New Zealand, it was like the day of they got the announcement. In the previous communications going back last August, September, they said, hey, just so everybody knows, the exploration bonus is going to stick around for incense, and we'll give you a full month's heads up before it changes.
No!
So
really?
Someone pulled the receipts on that shit, took a screenshot, reposted that, and is like, hey, you said you were going to give us a month's notice, WTF. And that's where...
Okay,
Niantic
that's a definite
silent.
hear us like, okay, give it back for the month and just be like, all right, well at the end of the month it's done for. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
At least because you gotta keep your word, okay?
But that's the thing. It was like
word is bond.
You're trying to rebuild the trust. You're trying to get us to trust you. You're trying to make it seem like you hear us and you're listening. And it's like, then you go and do this. It's like, how many times are we gonna get fucking poo-pooed?
Rickrolled.
Yeah, it's like shit. It's like it's such a weird thing though because I got to give a lot of kudos to Coach Kev in our community because he's been a strong supporter of like people getting back out there, and he's very rational with how he talks about it, and I've learned a lot from him. We have to get this game back outside. We have to. A lot of it falls on the creators and the community leaders to be supportive of that initiative because that's how this game was designed to be played. This is how it should be played. I don't know how to get there. It's going to need the support of some kind of mechanic in game to help motivate people. Like, I think they need to motivate people to be inside. I mean, they need to motivate people to play outside rather than demotivate people to play inside. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
It's like, don't just demotivate me to play inside because that's just going to make my experience shitty.
Like with the weekly kilometers where it shows you, I can't tell you the last time I hit 50. I can't. I really can't. And if there was some, like if Jangmo O was in those 50K eggs, I would be walking my butt off. I'd be running back and forth in my house trying to get those kilometers, okay?
Yeah.
I'm just, at the very least, that's something that can be worked on.
But it's also a slippery slope because you don't want to always be put in a position where you're like, oh, fuck, we have to give him something because we're taking something away. Like, there needs to be this economy between Niantic and the community of understanding the ebbs and flows of mechanics. And it's like...
Or a ton of Stardust.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Why would they have to... Like, they shouldn't have to give when they're just trying to get back to square one, get back to where this game is supposed to be. It's such a good conversation. I don't know. But
okay,
there
should be no bonuses, just you get a congratulations.
John Hankey congratulates you.
He'll like a tweet. Tweet this at Niantic. We'll like it.
Oh, shit.
But that's let us know.
Let us know what you think of the incense situation. How is it impacting you? How is it impacting your community? Does it motivate you to play outside, or does it just demotivate you to play inside? Because, not for nothing, the majority of time I have this game open, I'm inside. So it's just a matter of...
Well, you got to think. I mean, you're working as well.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That shit is fucking on. But it's like I would be running Incense if I could. I wouldn't do it that anymore. I'm still playing inside. It's just my experience is blah. I click off the screen a lot more than I do.
Yes.
Yep.
I have noticed that for myself too.
Yeah, I'm just
I go in, but I'm not. as apt to stay in the game. Because in the game, at least you could be like, oh, there's going to be another spawn shortly.
I'll do like a 360 spin to the map. I'll be like, yep, nothing, still nothing. All right.
You're like, there's a bunch of hoots. I already checked them. I'm out.
Back to Pornhub. Shit. All right, Adam. Well, I guess we could end there. That's a that's a show. I'm at work on my bathroom break. I'm watching Pornhub. Ken, what's that noise in there? Nothing. Catching Pokemon.
Do you need a hand?
Yes, actually. Oh shit. But thank you everyone for checking out the show. We appreciate you. You can email us info@luredup.com. You could check out pokemonprofessor.com for everything going on with the network, luredup.com for everything going on with the show. Leave us a voicemail, text, video, picture, anything, dick pic, 732-835-8639. All the information's in the description. We're working on figuring out a solution to get back on stream. My computer doesn't want to cooperate. It's so weird.
Yeah, the solution is I just stream something completely different.
It's just the browser. Like nothing else on my computer is fucked up besides
this is
anything
why you're
browser
watching
based.
stuff in the bathroom.
It's so funny. Exactly.
You can't be
All right, everyone. Adam, is that a show?
That's it. I'm dying. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. We appreciate your support. Keep training trainers. We'll see you all next week. Later.